I can take care of my poop. Just give me a chance.
That's what I want with a bird. Friendship.
Welcome to Then You Ruined It, a podcast where two friends who refuse to meet in real life give each other plenty of reasons to stick to that opinion.
So, I'm looking at our handy Google Doc that we keep here of show ideas where, you know, you have 50 and I have one. Oh, nope. I have to delete that one because I just used it. So, I have 0. You have 50 and I have 0.
Yes.
And I can't help but going through here sometimes and just wondering, like, I gotta know what the hell that means. So, in that spirit, what do you mean by you dirty bird slut?
Oh, that must be my dyslexia acting up again. It should be you dirty slut bird.
I don't know that word placement is dyslexia, but okay, I'll allow it.
Words are letters. Everything is jumbled in my dumb brain.
I mean, you could have just written that. That I would understand.
What, that I have a dumb brain?
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Like, oh, okay, he's talking about his dyslexia again. Yeah, okay.
That's half of our episodes is Steve has a dumb brain. The other half is Jason's a pussy.
I would dispute that. It's me and it's derogatory, but not necessarily a pussy.
Fair enough. So word placement here is important because a dirty bird slut is very different than a slut bird. I don't feel like I need to explain any more than that, right?
Yeah, there's definitely a difference. I don't know what either one is or what the difference is, but yes, there's definitely a difference.
So a bird slut is a human who is a slut for birds.
Okay, that's what I would have gone with as well.
And a slut bird is a slutty bird.
Again, yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
What makes a bird slutty?
I'll tell you, Jason. I'm glad you asked.
Do they show too much breast?
So happy for that one, aren't you?
I wish I had drums or a soundboard. That's what I gotta get. I gotta get a soundboard.
Well, you don't need the track lighting, so now you have the budget.
We have no budget. I spend all of our money. What are you talking about? There ain't no free money around here.
All right. So a slut bird is what I am now going to refer to the Canada jay. The Canada jay is a bird of many names. They're also called the gray jay, the moose bird, and the whiskey jack. And now I will call them the slut bird. And this is why. So my family goes for a hike on Memorial Day. So we're going out and we're doing this wonderful hike up the mountain to a Firewatch lookout. I don't know if you ever played that game. It was actually just called Firewatch.
It was.
Yeah.
I did play it.
Okay. It's like one of them. So we're going up there. We have a wonderful time. We look around. We enjoy the splendor. It's a great view of the surrounding trees and the valley. And there's a waterfall across the road on the rocky cliffs. Truly beautiful. And we climb down and we're sitting underneath it. And we're having a wonderful little picnic. And as we're packing up to go, these two Canada jays come down. These two slut birds come down. And they start just kind of hopping around us. And I held my hand out. And one of those birds took off and landed right in the palm of my hand. And I felt like a frickin' druid or a Disney princess.
There you go. Yeah, that's better. That's the one I identify with more. Thank you.
Yes, but I've played D&D, so druid was my first thought.
Yeah, I understand. But I didn't play it very much and, saw more Disney movies. So.
Fair enough.
At least we're both on the same page.
Yeah. I felt really cool. I felt special. I felt like I had a bond with this gray jay. And I'm like, well, this is obviously my spirit animal. It has come and has landed in my hand with no provocation. I don't have food. I'm just holding my hand out in a welcoming gesture and letting nature take its course. Clearly, this is a sign. I'm going to go home. I'm going to learn more about these wonderful creatures that I have formed this universal bond with. And I get home and I start researching the Canada jay, which is not a bird I've interacted with before because we don't have them in most of the United States. They're called the Canada jay because they're mostly in Canada. They're called a slut bird because they do this to everyone. The YouTube is full of videos of people just holding out their hands and Canada jays just like popping in their hand, looking for food and flying away. It's just what they do. It hurt my feelings. Thought I was special. I thought I could cast Thorn Whip.
Only you would get offended by a bird landing in your hand and then landing in somebody else's hand. It's not just what that slut bird does. It's what birds do. They want food, so they think you have food. Dogs would do the same thing.
Yeah, and dogs are universally accepted as slutty animals. A golden retriever will go home with anybody. They just love everyone. Dogs are the hippies of the animal world. Free love for everyone. I thought birds were better than that. I've never had a bird just land in my hand when I wasn't offering actual food. They can tell. This one was just being a dick about it.
Not being a dick. No. Like you said, not being a dick. Just being, no, I'm going to be this way for everybody. That's not being a dick. That's just being non-discriminatory.
Sometimes being non-discriminatory is kind of being a dick.
I mean, I suppose you could see it that way. I'm looking at the glass half full, the slut half full.
All I'm saying is that bird made me feel special and then took it away from me.
Welcome to loving birds. I don't know what to tell you, man. That's what's gonna happen. I love that the first bird landed in your hand. You're taken by it. You just think it's a magical occurrence and have to tell everyone. Then you look it up and see like, that bird's a slut. Did you know about the slutty bird? You did? And you let it land in my hand?
No, my family did not witness this, and they thought I was lying. My daughter was so convinced I was full of crap as we were walking down that mountain. I'm like, no, seriously, the bird landed in my hand. And she's like, Dad, stop lying. And my son did see it, and he's like, no, it really did happen. It was dumb. He was not impressed by it. He hates birds.
I mean, he knows. He knows they're just sluts for anything, so he's not going to be taken by that. He's learned the ways of the world.
You say that, but when have you ever had a bird alight upon you in the wild? A real bird.
Okay, in the wild, never, I don't think. But if you go to one of the safari places where you like walk through a giant budgie area, like cage, they give you the little sticks that have like birdseed on the end of them, and they will alight on you in droves to the point where you are uncomfortable and not cool with all the slutting that is going on all over your body.
But you paid for that experience. That's like going into the strip club and having some lady grind on you and thinking you're special. No, you paid for that. That was a commercial transaction. If you're in the wild and some woman grinds on you, that should mean something.
I'm just picturing a walk through the park for you. Birds landing on you. It's like, no, I know where you've been.
Once again, not the park. An aviary where you feed the birds.
I wonder if it'd be more rewarding for you to walk through a park and there's like, women clad in leather skirts or whatever, and they're just walking up and just shaking it just on everybody. It's like, no, I know what you're doing. I'm not special.
I think I'm in the right here. I don't know. You're normalizing things that I don't think should be normalized.
Sluts or birds? I'm not sure at this point.
See, that's the thing. Like, I've known other people who they go in their backyard and they build up a long relationship with a bird. They slowly get the bird used to landing on their hands and taking food from them, and they develop a rapport. They get to know the bird. It is special.
See, they're domesticated things. I think that is true. Like dogs and cats. You can domesticate them, and they're going to be totally cool. I think almost any other animal besides a dog or a cat, you can't domesticate. You can think you've trained it. You think you've done something here, and it's like, okay, this animal is with me, and it's going to be loyal, and it will always be here, and it loves me unconditionally, and that's just not true. And like the moment you like open the window, bird's gone. Like if you keep one in a cage, that's what happened when my brother had a parakeet when we were younger, and he took it out of the cage. Well, he'd have to take it out of the cage for when it was clean, and left a door open or whatever, and bird's gone. Bird just took off.
Your family is cursed with animals.
And on the other hand, when you have the person in, like the zoo, or not the zoo, sorry, in the circus, where they, like train the tigers and they're like whipping the tigers and like, no, you stay there sitting down. As soon as the tigers decide we're bigger and there's less of them, let's eat them. And the tigers turn on everybody. It's done. The tigers are no longer in the show. So I think you failed to realize that the birds don't care about you. Never are you going to get one that lands in your yard and is like, oh, this is the yard I always come to for the food. He's so good to me. Oh, my master. She's going to be like, nope. This is the one that fed me in the morning, and then I sledded myself over there because they've got just as good stuff in their feeder.
So I'm not talking about domestication. First off, man, I got to take better notes when you talk because you say so many things wrong. We've domesticated way more than dogs and cats. Let's just get that out there in front of the world, okay?
Disagree, but okay.
Horses, cows, sheep, pigs, chickens.
No, I don't believe any of those. Again, give them a chance. Just like go wild, like live your instincts, and they will. Like they wouldn't even hesitate. Horse? Nah, you're gone. I want to run free with my friend horses, not in this fence where you keep me and ride me and spur me on and yeah, you clean me and that's nice. And okay, you take care of my poop. That's good too. But if I can take care of my poop, just give me a chance.
If you really knew what people who own horses did for their horses that haven't been gelded.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's very nice for the horse.
No, gelding is not nice for the horse.
Okay.
So I used to work with a guy who, I guess it's not all horses that haven't been gelded, but if you're not going to breed your horse, you usually will geld them. Gelding is neutering for horses.
As soon as you said not going to breed them, I took it. I figured out, okay, the opposite of that would be, ooh.
Yeah. So what you have to do, or at least what this guy told me you have to do, and I have not looked it up because no.
Why would I?
But to keep your horse from overloading its testicles with semen, you occasionally have to don the rubber gloves, go through the anus, and massage the prostate.
Not where I was going with that, but I was. If you
were nodding vigorously until I.
Yeah, I was nodding like, "Yep, I understand. Yes, you have to masturbate the horse." Stick the hand in the ass. I was like, "Okay, that's different." Ooh.
Maybe we have domesticated them. I've got what I want out of this relationship.
Yeah. I've been domesticated like a horse. Hey-oh. Honey, have you heard of gelding? No? Well, I've got a fun thing to tell you.
I'm going to say Neigh.
Oh, you'll say Neigh, all right. 20th wedding anniversary.
Will you?
It's happening.
Reach in my bum.
Good.
Okay.
No, you won't.
Second, I am not looking for domestication. I'm looking for a relationship. I have not domesticated my wife. I have not domesticated my children. I have not domesticated you. These are all relationships that I have with other human beings that are based on give and take. And we both get value and enjoyment out of them. That's what I want with a bird. Friendship. I don't want to domesticate it.
Okay, stop being a fool. Because to get to the relationship with a bird, and yes, I said that out loud. God help me. To get to a relationship status with a bird, you have to domesticate it. Because it's a wild bird. It doesn't have relationships. The only relationship it has is when it has relations with another bird. And I don't know how that happens, and I don't know when it happens, but I'm sure it happens.
It happens in the springtime.
Well, okay, that makes sense. Just saying, you're not going to get that one-on-one friendship, like the kinship, a bond with a bird, unless you've somehow domesticated it. That ain't possible.
Or if I were a druid, which is all I'm trying to be.
I have simple life goals. Just help me achieve them.
I want to talk to animals. I want to cast Thorn Whip, and I want bark skin.
Okay, our time is up for this session. I appreciate you meeting with me. We'll be here same time next week. Don't worry, this work it's good work that we're doing. This will help eventually.
You're not my therapist.
Bark skin.
It's a good spell.
I mean, I'm sure it is. Not going to happen. If that is why you want to befriend a bird,
no.
I got news for you.
Deep in my heart of hearts, I know I will never be a 4th level druid going on an adventure into a necropolis to cleanse the blight from this land. But if I could have a bird that showed up on a regular basis and I threw it a peanut and it flew off and I felt more in one with nature, I could pretend. And isn't that what we all want in life? To be able to pretend.
I mean, yeah, if you want to put it that way, then yes, I understand from that perspective. and only that perspective, this is something you want, and so I want it for you as well.
When you think about it, me feeding a bird is POV pornography for other people.
What? I've looped that around in my brain trying to figure it out. It's gotten stuck.
It's just a way to help you pretend you're doing something that you want to do that you can't.
Okay. I feel like if anybody took the time, they could get a bird to land in their hand and feel pretty cool about it.
That's what I'm saying. I know it can happen. If you take the time, you put in the work, you develop that relationship, it should be possible. I thought I was special and could just do it naturally because I was so at one with this one particular species. And that species cock-blocked me.
No. They didn't cock block you. They cock freed you.
They reached into my anus, massaged my prostate, and I got bird jizz all over.
Nope.
That is not going on YouTube.
I'm sorry, dyslexia doesn't involve analogies either, but my God, did you miss the target on that one?
I know it was my jizz, but it was about birds, so it's bird jizz.
Yeah, that's the problem here. I know, it's my jizz, but... I mean, just be satisfied that a bird landed in your hand. Don't go look up what kind of bird it is. Just, stop trying to learn things. Stop trying to be intelligent. Let a bird land in your hand, and it flies off, and you think, I did that on purpose. I can do that whenever I want. And then the next time it happens, even if it's a slut bird, you still feel cool. And you feel even cooler because it happened again.
That's like the guy who goes to the strip club and is like, I'm so handsome. Ladies love to take off their shirts around me.
A, the ladies are happy because you keep paying them. B, you're happy because you feel like $1 million. What's not to like?
The fact that I'm poor.
Well, stop going to the strip club, asshole.
I'm not. I'm trying to get birds to land in my hand, which is cheap.
Is it cheap? Or yes, in this analogy, yes, you're the bird guy. And so just keep getting those birds to land in your hand. And when they fly away, feel like $1 million.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to do it the next time I see a Canada Jay.
There you go. Do it. Feel great.
But
take a short video and show your family so they believe you.
But I'm also going to work on the neighborhood Stellar Jay so that when I do meet that Canada Jay again, I can show them that video and show, like, see, how do you feel? And then I'm going to storm out of the forest feeling vindicated.
You're totally trying to bird slut shame. You're going to show that video to the next Canada Jay that lands in your hand and say, see? Someone cares.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Then You Ruined It. If you enjoy our flavor of nonsense, please like and subscribe wherever you found us. And please share with your friends and cooler family members.